Hello mates and welcome back sa ating YouTube channel. I hope you're doing well. One of the biggest issues pa rin sa shipping industry is that wala pa rin crew change na nangyari, no? And then there are some developments already. One being the IMO releasing the Circular 1402, which releases the framework or the guidance for member states to implement crew change or to facilitate crew change. Then merong ITF tsaka GNG agreement na nag-set na there should be a crew change within 30 days. And some positive developments also coming from governments who are now slowly easing the lockdowns and the restrictions imposed in the previous months. So in line with that, we're gonna find some clues and hints into the viability of crew changes, no? Kung meron bang crew change na mangyari in the next few days or weeks. And then at the end of the video, we're gonna let you know sa aming decision or sa aming view on this matter, no? Kung meron bang mangyaring crew change in our personal view. So let's check this video out. So, ang una nating clue is yung IMO Circular 4204 released on May 5, 2020 na napahayag ng framework o ng guidance sa mga member states to accept or to facilitate crew changes sa kanilang mga ports. So, it was a monumental step, no? Parang okay, at least meron na tayong guide, meron tayong parang the IMO supports crew change already because they have acknowledged na when a seafarer stays longer sa barko, no, it will affect his mental health. They have recognized that seafarers who are staying more on board can have a detrimental effect sa kanilang health and well-being, and in effect, no, maapektahan yung safety ng operation ng barko, yung safety ng maritime trade, dahil nga yung mga workers ay burn out na, kumbaga meron na nga tayo nababalitaan na nagsusuicide na, no, dun sa isang cruise ship, and that's just sad, that's just out of control. So finally, the IMO acknowledges the urgency of the matter, na seafarers are not able to go home and they keep piling up months after months of new crew change. So they finally released this IMO circular, which helped nga the member states to conduct crew changes in their respective territories. Yung pangalawa nating clue ay yung agreement ng ITF tsaka ng GNG. Ano tong ITF tsaka GNG? So the ITF, ito yung mga nagre-represent ng mga seafarers union sa iba't ibang bansa, and they are collectively representing around 1 million seafarers on board at any given time. At itong GNG naman, ito yung Joint Negotiating Group na ang member ay ang International Maritime Employers Council or IMEC, yung mga shipowners from Japan, Korea, and Evergreen. So sa kanilang meeting, they have reached to implement further, no, to have guidance sa mga ship owners to conduct crew change nga based on the IMO Circular 4204. So for that agreement alone, no, meron tayong high hopes na matutuloy nga itong crew change bonanza na to, and we really hope na it will push through despite all these challenges that we have right now. We have all these hopes na makakasampa na rin, and yung mga pauwi ay makakauwi rin. But wait, merong catches sa agreement nila, mate. Don't get lost. Yung read it sa kanilang agreement, it says na there's a line there that states na if financially viable and possible, specifically sa number 2 and 3 agreements. And what does that mean is that they can actually escape with having a crew change if they find it hindi acceptable, hindi safe enough, not financially viable enough sa kanilang assessment. So it's in the agreement na they cannot do crew change unless financially viable and possible according to their assessment. So ikaw kung ship owner ka, well, you can go out with this agreement kasi nga in your assessment ng crew mo or ng staff mo na hindi financially viable itong gagawin natin crew change. So it's a matter of you know, prioritizing the crew over profit, right? So meron mga employers na nagpupursue pa rin ng crew changes kahit mahirap, kahit na malaki yung cost, despite you know, the challenges that they're facing. So it eventually boils down to how much profit they are willing to lose for the sake of their crew's well-being, and you know, you can evaluate that later on once crew changes will eventually happen. But you know, we're happy that there are some organizations that are pushing through with this plan to help governments and the IMO to actually proceed with crew changes. One thing lang is we cannot control everything dahil sa dami ng involved sa operation na to. You cannot dictate the airlines. Some governments are still strict, but anyway, the IMO is still urging every member states to cooperate with them. So I hope this one will push through nga yung plano nilang crew change. So ang pangatlo nating clue ay yung unti-unting pagluwag ng restrictions, ng lockdowns dito sa ating bansa, sa Philippines, which is exactly what we want in the first place dahil nga dati nung previous months like March, April, they're not allowing the OFWs to go out of the country. So right now, they're allowing that, but except sa healthcare workers. Only healthcare workers are not allowed to go outside the country to work, but all others are permitted to go. But with one exemption, na kailangan mag-sign ng waiver yung mga alis na OFW, you know, acknowledging the risk that they will take. Well, for me, it's an automatic risk once you go outside the country, right? So ngayon lang siya na mag-defy dahil nga sa ibang country may risk din. So meron silang parang waiver na mag-acknowledge na it's our own will to go outside the country despite the risk na kinakaharap ng iba't ibang bansa. There's still a catch sa pangatlo nating clue dahil sa pahirapan pa rin yung transportation dahil yung mga mates natin from the provinces aren't able to go to Manila at a snap of a finger. Kailangan nila ng mahabang process from one place to another dahil nga sa mga quarantines, mayroong mga certifications whatsoever na kailangan mayroon ka mo ng certification from your LGU, something like that, may mga quarantine pass. And then once you go inside the airport, mayroong mga safety protocols. Of course, that's the new normal now. And yan ang mga challenges na kailangan i-face ng ating mates. And sa mga crewing managers also na kailangan nilang mag-abiso sa mga seafarers na pasampa, like mahabang oras talaga dahil kailangan ng matinding preparation dito dahil hindi ito normal kagaya dati na mga 1 to 2 days notice or 1 week notice kaya pa. Ngayon medyo merong extra process to go through before going from one place to another. One good thing is yung mga pauwi nating mga seafarers o yung mga OFWs, meron silang procedures, you know, yung government on how to send them home safely. Merong nilabas yung OWA na guidelines, step-by-step process from arriving to the airport, from the airport to their homes. So kailangan sundin lang natin yun with the proper guidance. Makakauwi rin tayo sa iba't ibang probinsya natin. Despite the Philippines shifting from the strict enhanced community quarantine to the modified enhanced community quarantine na nag-open up sa mga iba't ibang industries with limited capacity. Merong tayong parang, alam mo yun, yung bias sa decision na wala talagang crew change na mangyayari nga, or meron man pero limited dahil sa, kung titignan mo yung mga flights coming in and out from NAIA, there are only 10, less than 10 flights. Well, that tells us na, you know, mahirap pa talaga asahan yung crew change, but we have these high hopes nga dahil sa mga governments na susupport sa framework ng IMO. We're hoping na we can one of those governments na will pursue crew changes sa iba't ibang ports. As you notice nga, Marina has recognized the seafarers, no, or the Philippine government has recognized the Filipino seafarers as an essential worker, and they are currently creating a framework in support with IMO's Circular 4204. So we will wait for that, and as of now, our decision, no, our personal decision here sa merchantsealift.com is always biased towards realization of crew change within 30 days. So we believe na within the next few days or next few months, if not in 30 days, merong crew change na mangyayari. That's all for our video this week, and thank you for watching. So kung meron kayong mga comments, meron kayong mga ideas na, you know, nagko-concern sa crew change or anong pananaw nyo towards that, you can write in the comments below. And then we'll see you in the next video. Bye bye!